What's up, athletes? Welcome back. If we want to change who we are, then we need to transform our diet. Now, here's the thing. Our diet is not just what we eat, but our diet is everything that enters our body. So it's what we watch, it's what we hear and what we listen to. It's who we speak with. It is all of the influences around us that enter our being, changing our thoughts and changing the chemistry in the body. So athletes today, I want to challenge you to not only think about which foods are serving you, but which conversations that you're sitting in that are also serving you, or what you're watching or listening to that may be impacting your life in a negative way. If we're watching things that are creating a lot of fear and anxiety at all times, well, we create that feeling of fear and anxiety. But if we're wanting to transform our health and fitness and then immerse ourselves in conversations with people that are doing the same thing, then we start to engage and we start to change who we are. And then if we start to listen to podcasts or watch TV shows that also inspire us to transform, then it's more likely that we will stick to it. Now, if you haven't checked out my podcast yet, then please do. Fall in Love with Fitness. It's on Spotify, it's on iTunes, and all the other platforms. All right, athletes, now let's get started. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe so that we keep training together. And then let's tag a friend so that you also have an accountability partner to transform with. Today we're doing an 8-minute full body workout. This one is going to be a doozy, athletes. I am going to tell you right now. All you're going to need to follow along today is a mat, a medium weight pair of dumbbells. You're going to need an elevated surface. Today I'm using a plyometric box, and then be close by to a wall for a wall sit. All right, so this is a wild card workout. Today we're working for 50 seconds and resting for 10 seconds. And I'm going to show you your first movement. Then you're going to look up here to find out what is coming up next. Now, our first movement today is going to be an elevated hip lift with a press. So go ahead and keep that back flat. As you bend over to grab your weights, you're going to come on over here. And by the way, I invite you also to do this exact same movement on the floor if you would like. You're going to come on so that you position just your upper body onto your elevated surface. You're going to lift up the hips, engage. You can keep your head down. Then you're going to press the weights up together. So as you bring the weights down, you're going to keep the control. You're going to bring the weights up and then maybe touch in that top position. To drop the weights, just go ahead and leave them there on the side. All right, athletes. So if you'd like, do the same thing on the floor with me. Just elevate that hip and then just remember, find that pace. 50 seconds is a long time. All right, here it is in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so let's get into position and lift up those hips, squeeze the glutes. If you keep your head up, you're gonna feel a bit more of a little core engagement, but what's really important is that we don't strain the neck. And then now, notice that I have control on the way down because our strength gains are actually on the way down. So continue to breathe here. Remember, working for 50 seconds today, just giving us enough time to transition to the next movement. That's it. Continue to breathe. And then I'll always recommend to exhale on the effort. Now, sometimes that gets confusing. So the most important thing is that you just continue to breathe. All right, watch those hips. If you're feeling like you're trying to drop those hips a little bit, lift them up, drive through the heels. And one more here, and then break. All right, now we're going to do a row using our elevated surface. So come on over, keep one hand here, grab your weight, engage a shoulder, and then just pull the weight up. So what's really important is don't let go like this. Just engage the shoulder, keep it there. And now push those knees out. When we push our knees out in this position, we're activating the glutes, we're protecting the low back. That's it. Continue to breathe. And again, notice that we're bringing the weight down with control. Really important that we're always keeping that control at all times. Continue to breathe here. And then you'll notice that if you look down, we have a tendency for the spine to bend forward. And so if we look straight, our spine stays straight. But again, we're driving those knees outwards, really engaging the glutes. That's it. Keep breathing. Remember, exhale on the effort. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, I'm just gonna switch this over here for you to be able to see a little bit better. And now, same thing, switch sides, push those knees out, and then look straight to keep the back straight. And then inhale, lower with control. That's it, you got it. Good work, athletes. Now remember, if you don't have a plyometric box and you're wanting to find a little tool to step up on, a couch is really great. A chair is great as long as it's nice and sturdy. And then I oftentimes, when I'm traveling, just find a set of stairs and then I use the first 2 or 3 steps to do all of my movements. So it's about getting creative and knowing that all that really matters is that we have the position and we don't necessarily need to invest so much money into pieces of equipment. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, now the fun one is coming up. We've got Russian lunges coming up. So we're gonna stay nice and low now, and we're gonna switch really quick. So try your best not to do this, not to land one foot at a time. And if you wanna modify, step backwards, it's completely fine. But if you can, stay low, switch fast. That's it. Continue to breathe. This one gets spicy fast, so just stay low. And then if you want, you can use your arms to counterbalance. That's it, keep breathing here. Good job. Oh boy, keep it up, 20 seconds. Getting there. Remember, when we are engaging in something and we're feeling the burn, just remove the focus. So try your best not to think too much about the burn. Take your awareness elsewhere. 3, 2, 1. Whew, shake it off. All right, good news. We have a wall sit coming up. Come on over, find yourself a wall, and then come hang out with me over here. Bring the knees out, and now breathe. So try not to lean your body on the legs. Push that low back up against that wall. Make sure that you're expanding through the diaphragm. And again, remove that awareness from off the burn. Good work, good work. We're switching to some core work next. So it's amazing how I always find, and I really never get over this, how 50 seconds of Russian lunges followed by a 50-second wall sit is such a killer, and I will likely feel it the next day. And so it's that reminder that we don't need to do this forever. We don't need to designate so much time. Break. We just need to be efficient and consistent. All right, here we go. Going for a V-sit next. So bring those hands behind you. Fingers are pointing forward, lean back. Exhale, knees and chest come together. If you want, keep the knees wide. If you're finding that you're needing a little bit more space here or feeling any strain in the low back, inhale, exhale, knees to chest. And notice, again, I'm hanging out a little longer in that bottom position. Taking that time to extend. Good work. Oh, good news. We're almost done here. That's it, keep breathing. Nice. Now we're going for a Dolphin Plank next. We're gonna flip it over onto our forearms in that plank position. 3, 2, 1, and break. Now, if you'd like to modify any plank, come on over here. You can drive the plank over here. Otherwise, join me here on the floor. Line up your elbows and your shoulders, and then pivot off your toes, bringing that chin over the thumbs. And notice that the hips are staying low. You want to stay as horizontal as possible. A common fault I see is hips coming up towards the ceiling. So just stay tight here. Take your time. Push off those heels, and then continue to breathe. Nicely done. Good work, athletes. We're bringing it over onto the belly next, working the back and the posterior chain. One last time. Good job, I'm feeling it too. Come on, we got this, don't break. Stay with me here, stay with me. Doing great. 3, 2, 1. All right, now onto the belly. We're gonna do a Superman pull down. So you're gonna just come up into a static Superman hold, and then you're gonna just bring the elbows towards the heels. So hold that Superman, and then really think about Squeezing that shoulder blade together in the bottom position, bringing the shoulder blades back and down. Keep those arms up off the floor. You're gonna start to feel your upper back, your traps a little bit. Squeeze the glutes a little bit more now. You can lift up the legs just a little bit more. That's it, keep breathing here with me. You got this. All right, here it is, come on. Almost done. This is an intense 8 minutes. I'm so proud of you for being here with me today. Remember, athletes, to audit that diet, clean it up. And it's not just our nutrition that makes the impact on the body, but it's our thoughts. And our thoughts are impacted by everything else that we absorb in the environment. And break. All right, good work, athletes. High five. Remember, go ahead and repeat one more time if you have it in you, or check out the other video I have linked for you at the end of this one to complete today's training. Remember to comment below. I love to hear from you, and like this video if you've enjoyed it, and then maybe to subscribe so that we keep training together. All right, now let's go. Refuel, rehydrate. Let's meet up in the next one. You got this.